Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Board YouTube channel for today's Pick and Roll live stream. It is Tuesday, January 28th. We got a 4-game NBA slate to go through with you guys today, and we'll be hearing from my co-host PipsNBA regarding free picks. So get yourself ready for the show by hitting that like button if you enjoy along the way. Make sure as well you're subscribed to the channel for shows every weekday morning, 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time. You like the show today, you'll like all the other shows that we do, so you can hit the notification bell as well so you never miss out on any of the picks. And we've been rolling in the last few weeks, and we had a good day yesterday. 5 picks up on the board. We were 3-2, giving us a winning day, 11% ROI as a whole. Mikal Bridges covers easily. Cade Cunningham covers easily. Michael Porter Jr. maybe took a bit of time, but eventually got there. Keegan Murray, unfortunately, goes under, and we are one Trey Murphy point away from cashing our SGP, so it goes down as a loss, and it goes down again. 3-2 day, so winning day. Let's try to make it another one here today. And even though there is a 4-game slate, I know Pips has some stuff that he's looking at, so we'll get things started here with the Lakers and 76ers at the top of the board on the FanDuel odds screen. FanDuel, our presenting sponsor here on the channel. 4-point spread in favor of the Lakers, who have just been winning games lately. How do you like this?
Yeah, they almost lost to the not lost, but it was a really close game against the Hornets without Brandon Miller and LaMelo Ball going down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and still ended up being really close. So I don't know what to. And AD had 22 points in the first quarter, like, and the game was still close. Like, supporting cast outside of Reeves, LeBron and AD is non-existent for the Lakers, and now they are all questionable for tonight. So yeah, very weird one. 76ers even in worse spot. McCain out, Embiid out, Paul George out. Who else? Drummond out, Kelly Martin out. Weird game. But
Yeah.
yeah, if AD and LeBron are playing, this should be a runaway for the Lakers.
Yeah. Always a bit of an if with those two when we have the Lakers involved, especially in back-to-back situations. But for this one, any bets that you're looking at?
Nope. For this one, just too much questionable stuff and not doing well with predicting who is going to play on these kind of slates.
All right, no worries. We can keep him moving down the board here. We'll go next up to your Houston Rockets playing against the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks, we've talked about it. They have been struggling a little bit as of late, and they lost by 8 points to the Timberwolves yesterday. The Rockets definitely not struggling, and you were worried about their matchup against the Celtics. They end up coming out on top, winning that game by 2. Why don't you talk to us about that Rocket performance? You were worried. You said the Celtics were a terrible matchup, but the Rockets come through anyways.
Yeah, Derek White and House are building out. I was concerned about shooting mismatch, and then Hauser and White were out, like two of their best shooters. That really helped. On the other side, Dylan Brooks made 10 threes. So yeah, that kind of may swing the game. And Eamon Thompson, I'll maybe like go something crazy, but Eamon Thompson is the best Houston Rockets players now. Like,
Right
I don't
now,
think
he is, for sure.
Yeah, over Şengün, over everyone. Like, and he's just scratching the surface. And Eamon, my easy pick for all NBA defense first team. Like, he's been absolutely amazing. On the offense, he's scoring 30 points without being able to shoot and without us running anything for him. And doing that against Cleveland Cavaliers, triple-double, 20 points, and then 30 points against the Celtics, making some insane shots, attacking like it was amazing. It was amazing. He is so good. And the thing with him, his handle is loose. He can improve that so much, and he can shoot. And he's top 30 players in the league right now. So yeah, it feels like watching young LeBron. Honestly, like that's my biggest comparison. Yeah, maybe not reading the game as LeBron was doing, like creation wise, but pure athleticism, it's up there. It's up there.
Wow. And like you said, still kind of just barely scratching the surface of his abilities. Do you think that shot is ever going to come for him? Because that's like obviously a big swing piece for his game.
Yeah, he made last night a game winner and
It's that, yeah.
a couple of mid-range like pull-ups shot that were super clean. Threes, I don't know. I think he made he started shooting threes even better. Like, let me just quickly check Eamon Thompson. I think the numbers lately has been a bit better. Like, I don't know if there's any data like on mid-range shooting because I don't know when was the last time I've seen him miss. But yeah, 3 points are still not there. But if you look at the January, since he's getting started, he averaging 19, 11, and 4 while being one of the best defenders in the league. So absolutely amazing. And yeah, we beat another great team.
The Houston way this season, beating the good
Uh,
teams.
I would say maybe the top 3 games of the season last night. So this was like top tier coaching. So you have on one side, Drew Holiday was defending Alperen Şengün. Like Drew Holiday was the guy defending Alperen Şengün. Like it was like switching. Like he was his primary matchup. On the other side, Şengün was defending Drew Holiday. So yeah, Porzingis had crazy start to a game. He covered first quarter points. I think he was like 5 from 5. Then for the next 30 minutes of the game, he took one shot because we just took him out of the game, as I expected, and he stayed under his point line. Uh, Dylan Brooks was defending Porzingis, and Alperen Şengün was defending Drew Holiday. It's such a like modern NBA stuff that it was so amazing to watch. Like one of the best games of the season. Alperen Şengün and Drew Holiday helped a ton. He was doubling Porzingis. He was doubling Tatum drives. Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. And then you have Eamon Thompson like doing all crazy stuff on defense as well. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the game real
Yeah,
much.
yeah, definitely feel that there. We'll go back to this game in particular today. 7-point favorites on the road at Atlanta. Is there any bets you're targeting here?
Yeah, we are going to Jalen Green over 21.5 points for
All
this
right.
one.
Let's
Minus
see.
125 widely available.
Let's see what we got on FanDuel. It's at 22.5 now, so we'll look. And you said 21.5 minus 125 widely available is what we're gonna go with.
Yeah.
All right.
So this one, mostly like recent form. If you take a look at the Jalen Green numbers since, like, first off, this is like when he's playing the matchup wise. Like he's not playing the pick and roll defense. He's not playing the top defense overall. Since December over this line in 12 out of 17, averaging 27.6 points. So that's like even higher. Like he's over this line in 14 out of 17 because it's 21 and a half. Over in 14 out of 17. I didn't do much here, like only 28 plus minutes and not playing top 7 defensive teams. Like just didn't do much. And Hawks are the average defense, ranked as 16th best defense in the league. But look at this. He's scoring most of his points transition and pick and roll ball handler, 54%. They are third worst and sixth worst in those two areas. He's scoring 42% above the break. We talked it yesterday. It's a small difference between the last one and the worst and the best ones. But the thing is, he's scoring 33% of his points at the rim, and we've seen Hawks are allowing the most at the rim over the last month and a half of the season. So really good matchup. Dyson Daniels is questionable, and he could miss this out, which could help a lot for Jalen Green. And if you don't look at any numbers, just Jalen Green in 2025. Let me just take a second. So this is Jalen Green in 2025. No filters applied. He's over this line 10 out of 13 with 25.8 points average. Anders came against Cleveland Cavaliers, doubled him. He shot poorly. And last night against Boston, their defense was like, okay, we are doubling Şengün and Jalen Green like every single time. And we are letting Dylan Brooks shoot and Eamon shoot. Dylan Brooks made 10 threes. He shot 15 threes because he was wide open every possession. All the coverage went against Jalen Green and Şengün. So buying low after three difficult. So he had a tremendous start to the year. Then he got doubled like crazy against Cavaliers twice and against Boston. Now the line dropped to 21.5, even though it should be a bit higher. So now we are buying low in a best spot against the Hawks defense. They just let K 29, Brunson 34. So yeah, they are letting guys score. So Jalen Green it is.
All right, Jalen Green, it is. That is the first official play of the day, over 21.5 points for Jalen Green. Let's go we'll get to the next game in just a second here. Before we do, a word from our presenting sponsor here on the Board YouTube channel, the FanDuel Sportsbook. The NBA season is officially heating up, and as we watch our favorite teams and players, check out FanDuel to make every NBA moment even more rewarding with America's #1 sportsbook. It's an easy-to-use sportsbook with a great interface with a wealth of different markets available. These markets are posted quickly with fair pricing, fair limits, and if you do find those winners, you can get that money back into your account quickly with speedy withdrawals. And right now, new customers commit $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Yes, $200. So next time you get a hunch on who is going to win or how many points a player will score, bet on FanDuel and watch your picks come to life. Just visit FanDuel.com/board. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA. But must be 21 plus and present in select states for Canada's affiliation with Canada's Star Casino or 18 plus and present in DC. First online real money wager only, $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bet, which expires 7 days after receipt. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit fanduel.com/RG. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelpline.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York. We'll jump back into things here and move to the next game up on the FanDuel odds screen. We have the Milwaukee Bucks visiting the Portland Trailblazers. The Blazers, it's been a tough go of things for them this season. As we know, the Bucks finding some form as of late. They're 5.5-point favorites. Any thoughts for this game, Pips?
Yeah, they played recently, and that game was a really close one. So kind of, I need to check some, but I think the Blazers are playing better lately. They won 4 out of the last 5, losing to Thunder, and it wasn't a blowout. It was a close game. Close loss to the Thunder, winning against Hornets, blowing out Orlando, blowing out Miami, winning against the Bulls. So yeah, being healthy helps. Being healthy helps for this league, and no Ayton also helps to win some games. Klingon has been absolutely amazing on defense. I remember watching that Hornets game, and I had Hornets under. I bet the total because it made 0 sense. And when Klingon was on the court, they were scoring like less than a points per minute. It was crazy. And he played only 20 minutes. And I think the defensive rating with him was like 90. And with him off was 120 stuff. Something like that. Like it was that crazy. And yeah, I like Klingon at 5 for them. Defense looks great.
Yeah.
Combination of size with Avdia and Grant on the wings, with Kamara being point of attack and Klingon being rim protector. That's a top 10 defense. Yeah, Simons is difficult to hide, but above average defense of the NBA, like for sure. And that helps win games in today's NBA. You need to be able to defend. So I think backs on back to back, I think Portland can stay in this game. I've been kind of off lately. Super wrong on the Memphis last night. Ja Morant is playing like shit, and it's been a thing for quite some time. It's have to say that Jalen Jackson Jr. is their best player this season. It's not even close. Ja Morant kind of sucks after all the shenanigans happened last season with guns and stuff. He came back and looks god awful. So I think he looks now worse. Like over the last 5 years, he never looked worse than this season. And Memphis are still winning because they have so many good players. But wanted to point out that I can be really wrong on this. Bucks could probably blow them out, but I like what I've seen from the Portland. Even Scoot Henderson is playing well lately. So yeah. I think they can stay in the game.
Anything betting wise that you're looking at here?
Yeah, we are going to bet Anthony Simons over 19.5 points.
All right. Anthony Simons is the player that we're going to play in this game. We'll see what he's available at FanDuel for this one. You wanted 19 and a half?
Yeah, kind of. I just checked like
Pretty
10
heavy
minutes
juice
ago.
here.
Yeah.
I'm going to see what we have elsewhere for this
What's the
game.
price for 20 plus? Is there any better for
Let's
20
see.
plus, like minus
20
one?
plus, we have minus 120. So definitely better
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah. I'm okay with minus 120, but I think there are better prices.
There are better prices available. We can go. Yeah, minus 120 is available. Minus 115 is available. Minus 110 is also available. Minus 110 is
Let's
at a
go.
widely.
Let's
What?
say minus 115 is a spot
Okay.
I'm
Well,
comfortable
we'll,
with.
we'll we'll go in the middle there, but you can get better. Minus 120 is also acceptable for this play here. Anthony Simons, 20 plus points or 19 and a half point, over 19 and a half points, which is the same bet.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like easy stuff. Like when you look at the season, it looks kind of wiki wacky. But some games he played absolutely crazy low minutes. But when we do games when he played 30 plus minutes and he's scoring most of his points as a pick and roll ball handler by far. Like there are only a couple of players in the league that score more of their points as a pick and roll ball handler. 37% of his points are from pick and roll ball handler. And we can see that Bucks are ranked as 24th. So the thing with drop coverage, they always leak points to the pick and roll ball handlers. That's like just a thing. And now when we exclude top, I would say top 7 teams uh, against pick and roll ball handlers, and like games where he shot when he had usage under 20% because like that's not happening. Well, he had over 20% against like he averaged like 25% usage with this kind of lineup. So when you look at the games, when he had 30 plus minutes, 20% plus usage, and not playing top 7 teams against ball handlers, he's over this line in 19 out of 23, averaging 23.3 points a game. And he had a terrible start to a season. I'll just look at some numbers. Like he was shooting like crap, like really, really bad stuff. So to start the season, I'm looking at the data. So to start the season, first 2 months of the season, he shot 31% from the three and 39% from the floor. And over the last 2 months, he that shifted to 45% from the field and 38% from the three, and that's his career average. So he kind of like really poor start to a season, and now lately he's been shooting like normal. Like January stuff is 45% from the field, 44% from three, like back to his career average. And I'm like not 44, but overall back to his career average. So I'll look just over the last 2 months data. So see over the last since mid-December, if you take a look just since mid-December, he's over this line in 11 out of 12 games, averaging 25.1 points, well above this average. And when we look, there is a game against the Bucks in there on 5th of January, 3 weeks ago. Uh, they won. They won against the Bucks by 3 in that game away at the Bucks. And Avdia was playing, Shadon Sharp was playing, Aiton was playing, Scoot Henderson was playing. So they were kind of healthy in that game. And he led the team with 20 field goal attempts, scoring 28 points on average shooting, like 40% from three, 45% from the field. So average shooting day a night against the Bucks, and he kind of played really, really well. And if you take a look at the overs in this period, 21 against the Orlando Magic, one of the best teams in the league. 24 and 28 against the Miami Heat, above average defense. 22 against Dallas, who were doubling him like crazy. 25, 76ers. So neither of these teams that he crushed, besides maybe Hornets, are below average on defense. They're all these teams are really good on defense, and he averaging 25 points. It's not like he had some like scrubs that he put big numbers against. So I would say like Bucks out of all these games, maybe like top 5 matchups out of all these teams. So yeah, I like Simons, and I think they need to play him a lot, and they need to put his numbers in him because I think they are looking to trade him this season, as they should.
Okay, so we'll see if that materializes on a trade front, but hopefully the good performances continue here. Minus 110 available, minus 115 available, minus 120 available for Anthony Simons over 19.5 points. Shop around to get the best price on this one as always. Final game to go through. We will talk about the Utah Jazz away at the Golden State Warriors. Jazz plus 12 on the road here. Obviously, a season. Well, I wouldn't say a season to forget. Like they're looking towards getting a good draft pick. The Jazz rebuild just has never really gotten going. That's the same for this season. Now that the Warriors have been playing very well, and again, 12-point favorites. Any words on this game?
Yeah, this should be a Golden State win by the numbers, like by the numbers of decent players on the team,
Yeah.
compared to the other side. Because Jazz are on back to back. They will Clarkson is doubtful. Markkanen is doubtful. Kessler, Collins, Sexton questionable. I could see them all being out, and then the lineups of Isaiah Collier, Kejonte George, Svi Mikhailuk, Kyle Filipovsky, and Drew Eubanks playing against the Golden State Warriors, and that could be a complete disaster and a loss by 50 points. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, especially if Golden State gets the groove. Like they are like so up and down. Like either they shoot well and destroy teams, or they shoot poorly and get blown out. Like it's either or other. Like they are not winning games by losing by 5 a lot. It's either like 15 plus or nothing. Like so. I could see them killing them tonight. Absolute bloodbath. So I don't have any bets for this one.
Wow, you're not not a vote of confidence for the Utah Jazz tonight.
Yeah.
Tough game, tough team. Hey, they're looking at the draft, and perhaps it's the right thing to do at this point in the season. NBA trade deadline is just over a week away. All right. Let's go to the Q&A portion of today's stream. 2 official bets in play, though. So remember, if you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button. Help support the channel. We'll start off. We'll stay on this game. Jelko asked about Brandon Podziemski over 7.5 points at about minus 115 odds, 1.85 odds.
Yeah, I looked into this. I'll show you on the screen. Blowout could maybe even help him get more minutes. Brandon Podziemski. I mean, he's getting really steamed, but for a good reason. Like the line should, like last game he got 24 minutes. Game before that 21. Expecting him to get like 24 again. So in the games when he get like 22 to 30 minutes, like that range, he's over this line in 8 out of 13, averaging 10 points a game. Do I like Podziemski for scoring? Hell no. Like that dude is, I don't know what's the English for it, but that's not his groove.
Right.
Yeah, rebounds and assists on the other way, kind of my thing with him, especially with no Draymond. Let's look his rebounds and assists without Draymond Green. He's over this line. It's similar. Over this line in 4 out of 6. But that was one matchup against the Clippers, which is difficult fun. Matchups against the Wolves and Houston also difficult. So overall, I do like maybe his rebounds and assists. Maybe this should be a play, like points, rebound, and assist. When he gets 22 minutes at least, I think that the numbers are really good. So yeah, it kind of looks better with points, rebounds, and assists. But overall, yeah, I do lean over Utah Jazz. Tremendous matchup for like anyone in this league.
All right, there you go. We can move to the next comment here. We'll go back to the top where we're talking about the Sixers. D.Shifty asked about Guerschon Yabusele tonight. His point line is over 13.5 at plus money. That's the best price in market. There's also some heavily juiced 12.5s out there. Any thoughts overall on Yabusele's matchup tonight with the Lakers?
Minutes secured, no Paul George, no Embiid, no Drummond. So he's playing a starting five and playing at the five for most of the game. Do I like his scoring? Hell no. Again, just don't like the scoring. Rebounds and assists, maybe could be a better look, as we can see that plus money at over 10.5 gets us him covering this in a ton of games. Uh, I think he's playing 30 minutes. In game that he wasn't even close, he still ended up getting 18 rebounds and potential assists combined. So yeah, overall, I do think like rebounds and assists could be the move in this one. Uh, Points at 13.5 sign seems fair. Like, yeah, he needs some shooting variants to cover this. Like, only games he covered was when he shot 60-70% from the field. Against AD, I doubt that's a realistic expectation. Think 13.5 is well set line.
All right. Next up, we have. Sorry, this was earlier. Just wanted to bring it up. Bobby Turner asked about Anthony Simons over 23.5 points plus assists. I know we do have the points play, but maybe if you want to discuss why you like the points more so than you like the assists in this one.
Yeah, I don't like assist against Bucks. Like if you are playing drop coverage, there is no target. Like it's a wide open field for you, not for passing to anyone else.
Okay.
Also, Klingon at 5 as a partner, he's non-scorer. Let me just check the same matchup while when he's not like same matchup stuff. How he performs with assists. Maybe it's even better. Like honestly, could be on win rate. And when you look at the points and assists, it's a bit better. Yeah, he covered it one more than only with points, and points, rebounds, and assists also look a bit better. But let me just see something. So lately he's not covering assists. He had some crazy assists earlier this season, but it dropped. Like last 5 games, 4 potential assists, 7 and 8. So that's a really huge drop with potential assist. Maybe that has something to do with Scoot Henderson being back. So there are Scoot Henderson. He's playing off the ball lately, like a bit more. So assist numbers kind of look great on the season, but last 5 doesn't look great at all. Rebounds as well, kind of up and down. So points and assists are probably a good play. With Scoot Henderson, he's over in 19 out of 20, but he's also over in points in 17 out of 20. So I don't think that changes a lot for this one.
So points preferable, but not a bad play necessarily to play points plus assist. Next up, we have Jelko, who asked about Curry over 6.5 assists. Going back to the Warriors.
Yeah, we don't have that number, but that line. But yeah, if you have
somebody else may have that line.
Yeah, if you have like minus 125 or better, sure.
Last one of the day. Ali asked about Maxey under 4.5 rebounds.
This one is tricky because we don't have much data without everyone. Like if you take a look at this on the season, it looks absolutely amazing. I will show you guys. If you look at the entire season, like the games when he's playing 30 plus minutes, which is going to happen tonight, like even if it's a blowout, he's under this line in almost every game, averaging only 3.5. But in games without Embiid and Andre Drummond, he's kind of lately been covering this because there is no one to rebound. But what's the price, man? I can see minus 180s on this one.
That's true. No price.
Yeah, if you have like minus 125, minus 130, minus 135, that's a bet. Like you don't need to think about it much. When you see some success.
55, but yeah, I see 60 minus 164, minus 185. Yeah, heavy juice into this.
I know like a couple of people are watching, a lot of people who are watching like Željko and a couple of other guys are betting in Croatia and Serbian locals, and I bet there as well. As much as I can get down, I can get down much. They are crazy. Like you wouldn't believe, but limits here are like $50, and that's like, yeah, I need to use like
Hey man,
4
some
accounts.
places I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, like last night, Gafford. Just to give you an example, Gafford moved to the 17.5 on all places, and I was getting 15.5 minus 105. So yeah, I I can get down like $200 using like 4 different accounts, uh, which is crazy, but the numbers are crazy as well. So yeah, I think for carry one also like they probably have like minus 125, and while he's like 7.5 everywhere. In Maxi, if he is like minus 130 or better, you don't need to think about like top down betting. I don't know. We don't talk much about this on the show, but top down betting, like if you can find huge discrepancies in the lines compared to the like FanDuel, like FanDuel is like the best book you should go off when you're betting on other books. Yeah, if you have like difference of like 10%, that's easy bet. No, you don't even need to think about the matchup or anything. Like just bet it. Money printing machine.
We will end it there for today. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in once again. Hit that like button if you did enjoy the show. Subscribe for more content like this every weekday morning. Here are the official picks for today's show. Jalen Green over 21.5 points, minus 125. And Anthony Simons over 19.5 points, minus 115. Make sure you do hit that like. Make sure you do shop around for that one. Again, hit that like button if you did enjoy the show. Last question here. A good friend Jenner asked if top-down betting is frowned upon. I mean, like, if you can avoid getting limited and you can bet top-down, you're gonna make money. Who really cares what people think about that? Is it frowned upon? I'd say probably not. But
I honestly I don't even know what does frown upon means. Like that's the term I never seen in my life.
Frowned upon would be like it's looked upon with not quite disgust, but like, yeah. Why am I struggling to explain what it means?
Yeah, I probably understand. Like, it's like so easy to making fun
it's like,
of like
something that's not illegal, but it's also something that you shouldn't really do. Like,
I mean, I'm originator, so I would never do like top down betting because my accounts are worth like easiest way to lose accounts is top down. But if you are not winning yourself, top down betting is like your way to go. Like that's without question. Like you can try originating, but that's probably not going to work quickly. You need to put a lot of time. So
I would sorry. So I had 2 examples of like what frowned upon. Like I was thinking like if you go to like a grocery store and you take out a shopping cart and then don't return the shopping cart, like you're not gonna get punished, but that's pretty frowned upon. Or I was gonna say going to a restaurant not leaving a tip. I'm not sure what tipping culture is like in Croatia because in some parts of Europe you just straight up don't tip. So, anyways,
on the tipping culture, I would say it's not like mandatory, but I don't think I ever didn't tip in my life.
Okay.
So maybe it's some like it's terrible service. I don't tip.
Right.
95% of the time we do tip. So yeah.
Understood. Anyways, hopefully that does make sense and it's caused quite a stir. But that'll do it for today's show. Poorly viewed by most. I think that's the best way to describe it from Sean. Thank you, Sean. That'll wrap it up. We'll be back tomorrow for more from Pick and Roll. Same time, same place, right here on the Board YouTube channel, presented by FanDuel for much bigger slate. We hope to see you there.